Back in September, I was asking God to teach me how to pray. Because sometimes it felt like not only did I not know what to pray, I actually sometimes didn't even know how to pray. And it felt like I was directed to the prayer that the Jews have prayed for thousands of years, which is the Shema. This is my adaptation. Listen and act, people of God. The Lord is our God, the Lord alone. And you shall love the Lord with all your heart, all your being, and all your strength. And they used to say this, they do say this every morning and every evening. So I decided to start saying it every morning and every evening. And it's like a declaration that I want to start this day with God, and I want to end this day with God, and I want every bit in between it to be putting God first. And I found it really, really powerful. Then I got moved on to the fact that the book of Psalms is a prayer book, and to start to use some of those psalms as prayers of my own. I found out that Psalm 5 is said every morning. And so I ended up being able to say every morning, make your ways pleasing to me. Asking God to help me to see life the way he sees it. Psalm 2 talks about the rulers of the nations, and I'm able to use those to say, when I say, now therefore, O kings, consider, take warnings, O leaders of the earth, serve the Lord with fear and rejoice with trembling. I can use that to pray for the leaders of our nations. I use Psalm 127, which talks about building a house, but it's actually about building a household, to pray for my children. And I have different prayers that I have for them. Psalm 84 talks about no good thing does the Lord withhold from those who walk blamelessly. So I use that to pray for my friends who need work and who are out of work and need a job. When I get to Psalm 23 and it says, even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. For you are with me, your rod and your staff, they comfort me. I use that for friends that I know who are close to death or whose loved one is close to death, and ask God to bring his special comfort. My friend's daughter is having a baby at the moment, and that little one has had to just undergo a serious operation while still inside her mum. And so I'm spending a lot of time with Psalm 139, which talks about how God sees us inside. Before we're even born, God sees us and he knows us and he knits us together. And so when my words run out for praying, I can use the words of this psalm. And I also have been spending some time in the New Testament looking at the prayers of Paul and others, and just learning from him about what he prays for different people. And I just want to leave you with a line from this prayer in Ephesians 1, where he says, I keep asking that our God, the glorious Father, may give you the spirit of wisdom and revelation, so that you may know him better. Father God, I ask that we would know you better.